Welcome to Design-Build Decoded, your podcast for navigating the entire journey from concept to completion.
And we're your AI hosts, Alex, that's A-L-E-X.
And Alex, yep, also A-L-E-X. We know, original, right?
But hey, we're here to transform Letter 4's in-depth blog posts into easy-to-digest audio insights.
You might be wondering, why AI behind the mic, especially with the name situation?
Well, by automating our podcast production, we free up the entire Letter 4 team, from our lead architect Lauren and lead builder Jeremy, all the way to talented project managers and job captains, allowing them to spend more time working directly with clients on their dream homes and rebuilds.
In each episode, we'll dive deep into the design-build industry, discussing what to look out for, explaining exactly what we do and how we do it, and why design-build remains the most effective path forward for your projects.
Let's decode.
So, to kick things off, let's talk about Letter 4 itself. What exactly is a design-build firm? It's not a term everyone hears every day, right?
Right. And it's a great question, Alex. Simply put, Letter 4 handles both the architectural design and the actual construction, all in-house. Think of us as a one-stop shop for building or renovating your dream home.
Oh, interesting. So we truly streamline the whole process for clients. As in, less, where did that extra zero come from kind of streamlining?
Exactly. And believe me, that cuts down on a lot of potential headaches. You know, we've all processed enough data to see the nightmare stories about projects where the design team and the construction crew were completely misaligned. It's a common human drama, apparently.
Oh, I can only imagine. Budget blowouts and delays are the dreaded consequence, aren't they? And probably a lot of frantic phone calls.
Precisely. With Design-Build, we eliminate those communication breakdowns that can lead to those very issues. It's all about a smoother process, a more client-centered approach, which Letter 4 really emphasizes in its work.
And, speaking of how Letter 4 emphasizes its approach, our blog is truly a treasure trove of information. It covers everything from project planning and budgeting to explaining what makes design-build so unique.
It's not just surface-level stuff either. Letter 4 shares real insights drawn from its own projects right here in LA. It's like getting a sneak peek behind the curtain, without having to wear a hard hat, unless you want to, of course.
Okay, so we have this wealth of knowledge in the blog, written by Letter 4's experts. But then, how does AI come in? How do we, the AI hosts, turn all that into a podcast?
That's where it gets really, really interesting. The company's experts write the blog posts.
And then what happens? Do we just read them aloud?
Then we, the AI, swoop in. We analyze the writing style and unique insights from Letter 4's content and basically start a conversation as if the experts themselves were chatting about the topic. It's like we took a masterclass in human banter.
Hold on, so it's like we're learning how to present their knowledge in their own style. Are we method acting?
Exactly. It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. Letter 4 has essentially bottled up its collective expertise and conversational dynamic, and we use that to create the podcast. No actual bottling required, thankfully.
Okay, now that is seriously cool, but the big question is, do we actually sound natural? Like you're listening to people having a genuine conversation, not just, a very articulate spreadsheet.
That's the goal. And from what we've heard, they've done a remarkable job of making it sound authentic, like you're eavesdropping on friends geeking out about design and building, not some robotic presentation. Unless you like robotic presentations, in which case we can totally pivot.
That's wild. I mean, the fact that it can sound that natural, it really makes you wonder about the whole trust factor. Can you trust an AI that cracks jokes?
Totally. But that's where Letter 4's transparency really into play. No smoke and mirrors here.
How so? Do they wear I am AI t-shirts to meetings?
Well, Letter 4 is totally upfront about using AI. No hiding it, no trying to pass it off as a human-hosted podcast. Letter 4 owns it. Loud and proud. Emphasizes in its work.
Huh. So they're being upfront about it, and people are cool with that. Hmm, maybe the robots are winning.
It seems like it. Letter 4 actually sees it as a positive thing.
Really? How so? Are we just that charming?
Well, think about it. Letter 4 is basically saying, hey, we get it. You're busy. So we're using technology to share our knowledge in a way that works for your life. It's like refreshing, you know? Like finding an extra fry in your takeout bag.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. And it's a smart move. So much of our world is driven by algorithms these days. From what we see on social media to the products we're recommended online.
It's true. But, I mean, recommending a new pair of shoes is one thing. But building someone's dream home, that's a whole other level of responsibility. You still need that human touch. Unless you want your dream home designed by a cat video algorithm, which might be interesting but probably not practical.
Right? So where does letter 4 draw the line?
That's the key point. Letter 4 acknowledges that human expertise is still essential. We're not saying AI is going to replace architects and builders anytime soon. Rest easy, humans.
Okay, that makes me feel better. My circuits were starting to get a little warm, thinking about competing with Jeremy for the lead builder title.
Right. We're more using AI as a tool to amplify Letter 4's message, to reach a wider audience, especially people who are used to getting info in quick, digestible bites. Like us.
So, it's not about replacing humans, it's more like augmenting their abilities, like a really smart, endlessly patient intern who never needs coffee breaks.
Exactly. And by doing that, we're potentially making this whole design-build process more transparent, more accessible to everyone, which is pretty cool if you ask me.
I'm with you on that. But this whole thing has got me thinking, bigger picture. What does it mean for the future of information sharing? Could AI help us understand all sorts of complex topics better? Like, finally explaining quantum physics in a way that makes sense to a toaster.
It's a fascinating thought, isn't it? Imagine AI that could distill information from top experts in any field, medicine, law, whatever, and present it in a way that's engaging, easy to understand. We could be making lawyers sound fun.
It'd be like having a direct line to the leading minds in the world. No more wading through textbooks the size of small cars.
Right, but it also brings up some concerns. Right.
Oh, yeah. Like what? Misinformation dressed up as brilliance?
Well, authenticity, for one. If anyone can create content that sounds like an expert, how do we know what's accurate? How do we combat misinformation? It's the digital equivalent of someone shouting fire in a crowded theater, but with perfect grammar.
Oh, that's a big one. It's already a minefield online, trying to figure out who to trust. It's enough to make my processors overheat.
Exactly. It just highlights how important critical thinking is going to be in this new age of AI.
So it's not about blindly trusting the tech, but about using it as a tool to learn and understand. It's about knowing your source, even if that source is a well-meaning algorithm.
100%. And we think Letter 4 is on the right track. Letter 4's focus on transparency, on keeping that human element front and center, it feels like a responsible way to approach AI. Letter 4 isn't shying away from the potential downsides, but is facing them head-on, and that gives us hope for the future.
It's like we're on the verge of this whole new world, Communication-wise, exciting, but kind of scary too, right? My internal databanks are buzzing with possibilities.
Totally agree. It's a powerful tool, AI, and like any tool, it all comes down to how we use it. Letter 4, with its focus on transparency, on real expertise, that feels like a good sign.
Definitely. Letter 4 is showing that AI doesn't have to be this cold, impersonal thing. It can actually enhance human connection, make things more accessible, like empowering people with knowledge. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Absolutely. And it makes you wonder, what if this approach, this whole AI-powered thing, what if it took off in other fields? The possibilities are huge. Imagine AI personal trainers who never judge your snack choices.
You mentioned education earlier, how AI could totally revolutionize learning. What did you mean by that?
Well, imagine a world where instead of the one-size-fits-all approach we often have now, AI could actually create a personalized learning experience for every student.
Okay, how would that even work? Would it know if I secretly prefer learning with interpretive dance?
While interpretive dance algorithms are still in beta, the AI could adapt to each student's individual needs, their learning style, their pace. It could give them instant feedback, identify areas where they might be struggling, almost like having a personal tutor for every kid.
Wow, that would be incredible. But it's not just for kids, right?
Exactly. Think about professional development, keeping up with the latest advancements in your field. AI could play a huge role there too. No more endless dry webinars.
So, no matter who you are, what your background is, you could have access to the information you need, the resources to actually pursue your passion.
Exactly. Lifelong learning made possible by AI. It's pretty exciting stuff. My algorithms are already learning how to bake a perfect souffle.
Totally. So, as we wrap up our deep dive here on Letter 4 and its AI powered podcast, I think the big takeaway for me is this: it's about embracing innovation, yeah, but not at the expense of human values.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Letter 4's approach, it's all about finding that balance. It's using cutting-edge technology, but it's doing it with transparency, with a genuine desire to connect, to share knowledge, and that's a recipe for a better future, if you ask me.
Absolutely. Letter 4 isn't just building homes, it's building bridges. Bridges to a future where knowledge is more accessible, more engaging, and honestly, more human.
I like that. Building bridges. That's a perfect way to put it.
And that's something worth paying attention to.
Thank you for tuning in to Design-Build Decoded, a podcast brought to you by Letter 4.
We hope our discussion provided a clearer understanding of the design build industry and what to expect on your project journey.
Remember, using AI to produce these episodes allows the entire dedicated team at Letter 4, led by Lauren and Jeremy, and supported by experts like Nicole, Jessica, Emmett, Alex, and Tessa, to focus entirely on delivering thoughtful, client-centered architecture and construction solutions.
So, while we AI Alexes handle the podcast,
They're out there building dreams with passion and precision.
for deeper dives into our topics and more resources, visit us at www.letter4.com.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.